guys who did not play in the first quarter starting off for Tanduay here in the third quarter, and that's Willie Generalao, Freddy Hubalde, together with Ito Isguera, Ramon Fernandez, and Romulo Mamaril.
I guess you're wondering why Willie Hanavala was kept on hold for all of the first half.
I think Onchi de la Cruz played a good job there, you know, and that really allowed Turing Ballet needed from a guard.
Oh, that's right. Well, Willie Hanavala, well, they seem to be satisfied so far with the performance of their gang on the floor. Arnie Tuadles scoops it in.
Right. Mamaril having some problems picking up guys who know how to move to the basket, like Tuadles and Cesar earlier. Freddy Ubalde with a fake. And a foul called against Banate.
And Banate is claiming, all I did was hold up my hands like an umbrella, so what's wrong with that?
That was a tapal.
Freddy Ubalde, one-time MVP back in '77. This is the 10th anniversary of his having won that plum, Dr. Jerry.
That's right. We have Ito Isguera being replaced right now by Freddy Ubalde, partner.
Ito Isguera, incidentally, is also going to celebrate his birthday very soon. That means Sunday, August 2nd. Advance happy birthdays to Ito Isguera.
Mamaril controlling the defensive boards. They're just down by 7, 10 minutes left here. And Hubalde from the three-point territory, and he scores, partner. You could see it coming, you know.
Well, the guy could feel his hand burning, and they better keep a tight watch on him. Bernie Fabiosa goes to Alan Kedick. He's the rifle man who has his rifle completely jabbed. Arnie Tuadles, likewise, is not getting very many shooting opportunities. Alan uncorks and still misses.
Oh, but another good pickup for the Great Taste Coffee makers. Tanduay could not control the boards in that play.
6-point lead for Great Taste, 9.5 to go. We're in the third period, one team foul apiece. Freddy Hubalde, let's see if the shooting streak continues. Broken right here. Loose ball foul.
Foul called on Banate. You like the attitude of Mamaril. He knows when his teammates are going for the shot. He goes to the offensive boards. That allows him a chance at a follow-up.
That's the fourth personal, incidentally. And Carpio sheds his jacket to replace Noli Banate. Willie Hanawalau preparing to inbound from the left sideline. And as we expected, the crowd continues to swell here at the Ultra as we approach the main game tonight, which we'll see Ginebra San Miguel taking on a very important assignment, as important as the Tanduay assignment at hand. They will be going up against Magnolia.
Good shot there by Willie Generalao, his first 2 points of the ball game. That cuts down the Great Taste lead to only 4 at this point, 70-66. And a backing violation called against Kaidik. The bad pass came from Fabiosa, who apologizes to the bench.
Well, let's see if Tanduay can exploit these breaks coming their way.
Yes, they really should, because Great Taste did not really commit that many turnovers. Inside game to Mamaril. He has to take it. No offensive rebounding.
Arnie Tuadles clears the board, and he brings it downtown himself. Bernie against Willie. Philip Cesar in the three-point region. Arnie Tuadles gets a pick from Fabiosa. Frontal assault to the basket did not pay off. Mamaril asserting might and main off the board. And here comes Willie Hanawalau on a fast scoot. Nonchalant shot put up by Freddy Ubalde. The shooting game for Freddy is over.
Good steal there by Fernandez. He was 1 against 2, but he came up with the steal.
The way he did that, you'd think he was Bernie Fabiosa.
That's right.
Freddy comes through.
And Tanduay now coming on very strong. You know, in the first conference, Joe, we saw a lot of rallies from Tanduay at the start of the third quarter. Right now, they're just down by 2, and they could equalize on this succeeding play.
Freddy Ubalde running side by side with Arnie Tuadles. He gets the foul from Arnie.
Freddy is not a veteran for nothing, you know. He was not going to be blocked. Knows how to use his body. You can see that as he drives. He's going up against 2 defenders, Tuadles, and the other one is Philip Cesar, but he knows how to get the foul.
All the marks of savvy and experience were stamped on that piece of action. Unfurled by Freddy Hubalde. He just came through with his first charity. Okay, Tanduay now has a chance to equalize. And we have a spate of substitutions for Baby Dalupan, Atoy Ko, Noni Robles, and Alan Kaidik, or just 2 of them?
Yes, coming in for Bernard Fabiosa and Arnie Tuadles. Baby Dalupan realizes the momentum swinging to the side of the Tanduay Ram makers, trying to come up with fresh troops. And you can see he's really using his bench, you know. Great Taste really spotted Tanduay very much in the first quarter, but then they came on very strong.
And guess what? We have the very first deadlock of the ball game in our hands. And Atoyko just threw the ball away.
He's called off the bench, partner, and there was miscommunication between him and Kaidik. So an opportunity now for Tanduay to take the lead in this quarter.
Well, if they do, it's been a long uphill climb for them. Juan Fernandez can't seem to shake off Philip Cesar.
A lot of move there by Fernandez. The follow-up by Mamaril. Last touch on Joy Carpio.
Well, that follow-up didn't have a chance because instead of trying to put the ball in, Mamaril punched the ball.
He was really trying more or less to keep the ball alive rather than going for the shot, partner.
That's true.
Hoping one of his teammates would be able to come and help him out. No?
One more time on the block for the run makers. They have a chance at the lead. They still don't have it. Alan Kaidik with a lot of authority on that rebound. It's still dead even at 70, and Atoyko bangs into Freddy Ubalde for an offensive foul.
Yes, 2 turnovers for Atoyko in this quarter. We're going to have Aldo Perez coming into the ball game for Atoyko, who only saw action for about a minute.
That's right. Aldo Perez will have to tuck his shirt in.
He only had about 3 trips down the floor, plus a timeout called by Great Taste. We'll be back. Yes, and he has a tough job against Padim. Padim is going to pounce on that 5 fouls of his.
Well, Juan Fernandez versus Philip Cesar, time-honored rivalry in the PBA. Juan Fernandez rather tentative, and here is Romulo Mamril inside the paint. He puts it up in vain.
Very short scoop shot, not enough wrist in that play. They still can't get the lead, partner.
That's right. They had a golden opportunity to do that. Now Alan Kaidik has a chance to restore the lead, and he also bungles the opportunity. Romulo Mamaril looked very ungainly, trying to keep that ball alive for Tanduay, so it stays with Great Taste.
Slip of the hand. Some people say slip of the tongue, slip of the mind.
That was a slip of the hand. Okay. Ball knocked out of bounds by Freddy Ubalde. One more time on the block for Philip Cesar. Time down to 6 minutes and 51. We're still in the third period, and Ed Cordero checks out for... Rather, it checks in for Romulo Mamaril.
That's right. Mamaril there being given a rest. Oh, Wadless, that was Carpio who couldn't control the pass of Philip Cesar. So, Great Taste now coming up with a lot of turnovers in this third quarter, allowing Tanduay to tie them at 70 all.
All right. Incidentally, that was Technical Committee Chairman Chris Albiosa who returned the ball to them. And the guy used to play pretty mean basketball himself during his heyday. Okay, we've got a foul.
Foul call against Philip Cesar. 16 fouls already called against Great Taste to 1 for the Tanduay Ram Makers. Ooh,
with 6:39 to go. That's right. Oh, quick hands by Alan Kaidik, but he caught the wrist of Freddy Ubalde, so it's going to go down as a foul by Alan, his first.
And 17 fouls now, Joel. Now the shoe is on the other foot. Baby Dalupan called his timeout early in this quarter. Balinson and the momentum is on his side. He's not going to call any timeouts until the proper time.
You bet. Okay, Cordero goes to Freddy Ubalde. Takes one of Alan Kaidik. Short. Juan Fernandez. Great follow-up.
Fernandez had his eye on the ball in that play. He followed the shot of Freddy Ubalde all the way, went around Philip Cesar, got the offensive rebound, and the lead to Tanduay, 72-70. Robles ties the ball game again with a 15-foot jumper.
Only the second stalemate of the affair tonight. 72 all. What has to be one of the highest scoring ball games we've seen so far in the All-Filipino. Tanduay didn't take care of that basketball well enough. Here comes Noni Robles. He's looking for 2 in a row. He doesn't get it, but Aldo keeps it alive. The fall away is good.
Yes, sir. Some guys that are not really used so far in this All-Filipino helping Great Taste to a 2-point lead again, 74-72.
11 points now for Aldo Perez. A surprise hitman tonight for Baby Dalupan. Juan Fernandez with a tight squeeze. Joy Carpio banging bodies with him. And they'll have to inbound. Last touch by Juan Fernandez. That's Baby Dalupan up in arms.
Calling for a foul probably that was committed in that play. Block shot against Alan Kaidik. Fast break in the offing. Willie Generalo. Great catch. Easy 2 points.
Noni Robles.
And there's going to be a technical foul called against the bench of the Great Taste Coffee Makers.
Once again, the referees are asserting their authority. So it's going to be a technical foul shot for Tanduay. Let's watch that again in slow-mo.
And I was just wondering, Joe, because the score hasn't changed, if that shot of Willie Generalao is going to count. No, I think the technical was called while Willie was still in the midst of trying to catch the ball. Freddy Hubalde will take the technical foul shot for Tanduay, 74-72 in favor of Great Taste. He cuts down the lead to 1, and they will have possession of the ball.
Well, maybe the Lupan will have to simmer down because another technical of the same nature will automatically mean eviction.
Yes, from the court.
From the playing court. And that means Great Taste would have to go the rest of the basketball game without a coach.
Because they don't really have an assistant coach.
That's absolutely right. Well, Bongo could probably...
as a trainer, yes.
As a trainer.
You know, partner, and I know Ignacio Gota well. As a manager, he's one who understands the ball game very well. And he could fill in.
I believe you. Philip Cesar, in the meantime, just committed a foul on Mon Fernandez. They're in penalty, and this is where Tanduay cashes in on the early foul trouble that Great Taste found itself in.
Yes, in the first half, Great Taste had the advantage on free throws. They were given 14, making 10. Tanduay only 9, making 7. Fernandez equalizes with his first free throw. 14 points for him, 15.
Tanduay surges to the lead by 1 point. 5:14 in the balance for the third period. Philip Cesar against Ed Cordero. He forces up the shot. Beauty. Well, with that 1 point lead, we can expect a pendulum ball game if both clubs start trading baskets.
That's right.
Here comes Roman Fernandez. Okay, he gets it right back.
Fernandez there, using his experience, pushing off, getting the follow-up shot, gets Baby Dalupan standing up again.
Oh, and Baby had better watch it.
No, but he's not complaining to the referees. He's talking to the technical committee. And that is the right way for a coach because he is allowed to talk to a member of the technical committee to give his, his views on the matter.
And the technical committee member in question here and always on the spot is Narciso Bernardo.
He has to deal with 2 coaches. Fernandez getting hot in this third quarter. Outside shot. 3-point lead now for Tanduay.
19 points for El Presidente. 4:17 to go. Third quarter. Noni Robles. Okay, he wants to re-inject a semblance of sanity and the offensive patterns of Great Taste. Alan Kaidik through. Padim Israel off balance. 2 guys ganged up on poor Alan. One of them is going to have to reach for the sky to acknowledge that foul.
I think Freddy Hubalde is going to be called for the foul. He too is complaining that he had a good block. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, but everybody caught him with the body. It's a good call by the referee. There was really a foul there against Alan Kaidik. 10 points in the ball game now for Alan.
Before the foul shots, a timeout. Alan Kaidik scores on his first foul shot. It's 79-77. Time left 4 minutes and 5 seconds. We're still in the third period. Great Taste already in penalty. Tanduay has picked up only 2 team fouls so far.
Certainly something that they've been using a lot in this third quarter in the rally. Great Taste still behind by 1 point. Padim is really going to take it to Aldo, but he got caught with the offensive foul.
Third personal for Padim Israel.
We have a crowd of about 4,000 people, partner, which is a pretty good sized crowd for a weekday offering. I think a lot of them are fans both of these clubs, no?
And also Ginebra fans who are looking forward to their meeting later in the evening with Magnolia.
That's right. Referee is now calling it tighter against the defense of Tanduay. Foul on Willie Generalao, his second personal foul, and the 14th foul called against Tanduay.
Alan Kaidik doing honors from the left sideline. Great Taste coffee makers down by just 1 point. They stand a pretty good chance of getting back to the driver's seat if they can hit pay dirt. Philip Cesar against Ed Cordero. Puts it up from 18. Ball falling to the hands of Freddy Hubalde, and he initiates a fast break. Let's see if it will materialize. He pulls up. Too wide off the glass. Philip blocks the ball from the air. Here comes a counter fast break in the works. No fast break here after all. Alan Kaidik, 3-point shot on the way. Yes.
He was asking for the ball as long as about 2 seconds ago, Eventually they found him. He gives them a 3-point shot and a traveling violation called against Willie Generalao.
Alan Kaidik actually made that call.
He was ahead of the referees in that play.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. 2-point lead now for the coffee makers. A very tight squeeze past the baseline by Alan Kaidik. He steps on it. Have a turnover for the white shirts of Tanduay. recovered mightily from that 6-point deficit at halftime. Now they find themselves once again eating the dust of great taste. That miss by Freddie Hubaldi is not going to help their cause one bit.
Yes, what's happening to Tanduay? Their spurts is not long enough, partner.
Yes, sir. You can say that again.
See, and now Great Taste, after getting enough rest, have come back again. You know, Tanduay cannot sustain a long rally as it seems, not like the way they used to do before.
In contrast to Great Taste, who can come up with a 16-1 blast anytime.
That's right, you know. And Padles Co sitting on the bench, Fabiosa. A lot of guys sitting on the bench.
Illegal defense. Perez was singled out as a culprit since it's only the first violation. It's only a warning, but subsequent violations will automatically result in technical. Let's watch Juan Fernandez at work against his arch-rival, Philip Cesar. Carpio with a rebound. 4-point lead going for the coffee makers. Noni Robles. Well, whose fault was it? The passers or the receiver? The intended receiver.
The pass was quite wide, you know. So again, miscommunication between two people. Fernandez now being paced. They're down by 4 points, and Mamaril back into the ball game.
Quarterbacking right now for the run makers. The lipless guy on the floor, Willie Hanualao. Noni Robles has a tremendous edge in height and heft over him. Ed Cordero, watched by Joey Carpio. The lob pass fielded by Mamaril. He tries to squeeze it inside to Cordero, and the whole thing blew up right in their faces.
That's right. And an easy fast break play for Alan Kaidik, who fakes a little bit. Good defense there by Padim Israel.
And the Golden Scavenger just got fouled.
Carpio very quick to come back in the fast break plays, playing as a trailer. The foul called on Freddie Hubalde.
Well, you know, so far we still don't have a definite contender for our Best Player of the Game award, but sure as you're sitting there, we're going to come up with a selection who will be gifted with a package from Home Pride.
After the ball game. But we have Padim Israel being rested by Ito Isguera, and Arnie Tuades also coming into the ball game. Alan Kaidik now stringing 5 straight points for the team, gives them a 6-point lead.
More bad news here for the run makers. Alan Kaidik has caught fire. Willie Hanualao to Freddie Hubalde.
3-point shot by Freddie Hubalde, and he comes up.
Well, Freddie Hubalde rekindling the fire he had about 5 minutes earlier. 85-82. 3-point lead for Great Taste. 124 left in the third quarter. Hey, Joey Carpio comes up with a birdie.
Yes, that surprised his teammates. That surprised his guard.
That surprised Carpio himself.
That's right. Big basket for Joey Carpio.
Willie Hanualao with a fall away. Air ball. Last touch by Joey Carpio.
Ed Cordero.
No, Ed Cordero, I'm
That's
sorry.
right. Great Taste will keep the basketball. They have a 6-point lead with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. And if they play it wisely, they will still have a good-sized lead going into the fourth quarter. They have control of the ball right now.
Tanduay once again slipping into the morass that plagued it in the entire first quarter. Okay, unproductive thrust by the Great Taste Coffee Makers, opening up a fresh opportunity for Tanduay. Alan Kaidik is shadowing Freddie Hubalde no end. He goes to Mamaril.
Good drop pass there by Freddie Hubalde. This time Mamaril expected the pass, not like the one earlier that Freddie Hubalde gave him. He lost it underneath the basket.
And Mamaril is telling Freddie, okay, more of that and we'll be right back in contention.
Pushing foul called against Ed Cordero against Philip Cesar.
25 ticks left in this third period. They call this the pivotal third, but it hasn't been very decisive because that's only a 4-point lead posted on the scoreboard for Great Taste.
Tanduay still has 1 foul to give before they get into penalty. Great Taste can opt to go for the last shot and still at least maintain a 4-point lead if they don't rush it.
The shot clock is off because we're under 25 seconds in this third period. 14 seconds.
Guy to really watch here is Alan Kaide because Philip might go to him in the last few seconds, and he's trying to disengage from Ito Isguera, who's sticking to him like glue.
4 seconds.
Philip has to throw it up, and a good block by Mamaril, but the scavenger is there, and he is fouled in the act of shooting.
So this third quarter is not officially over. Oh, no penalty here.
No, but it was in the act of
it was
shooting.
in the act of shooting.
That's
so
right.
Joey Carpio stays behind. The third quarter is not officially over until after these 2 gift shots to Bernardo Carpio.
And he's a
First
pretty
is in.
good free throw shooter, partner.
Oh, yes, sirree. So it's 89-84. And the fourth quarter is coming right up.